Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chuck's Potpourri, the podcast with a dash of everything and a splash of nothing. Another episode for season 2. Look who we got.
In the flesh.
In the house.
In the flesh this time.
All the way from Salem, Oregon, Mr. Eric.
Chuck, how's it going? How's it going over here?
It's good, man.
It's good to be back in the middle America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your Kansas visit so far?
Oh, we've been doing all right. We taking the kid over to the Discovery Center. Got a zoo visit in already.
Oh,
got to visit with some family. So we've had a pretty successful run so far. Yeah.
Good deal. Yeah, that Topeka Zoo. How about that place?
Oh my Lord, they have done some wonderful things there. That giraffe exhibit is off the chain. They are doing something good over there.
Yeah. It's a joy to go to the zoo again.
It is.
You know, you walk around now and it doesn't take 20 minutes.
No, you have to spend a little time there. You got to get your money's worth now. It's great.
Yeah, do you want to tell everybody? So, like I said, got you in person.
Yes,
You've been on Zoom a couple times.
Yeah.
So, if Eric's here, you know it's a sports episode.
That's right. It's all I know.
It's all
I can talk about.
So, you want to tell everybody what you got going on? What's cooking with y'all?
Oh, we last week got to travel down to Hays, Kansas, and walk for my degree, geosciences. Finally,
nice.
Took a little longer than it should have, but but here we are. I can finally say I've wrapped some stuff up here.
Yeah.
So that was exciting to get to do that. Doing a bunch of visiting. We'll probably make one more trip to the zoo, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
The boy is in love with giraffes, so gotta accommodate. And man, just the additions, the new lion exhibit that they've got going, the addition of the new male lion, that was sweet. We didn't quite get to see him, but he's out in full force now. One thing we did miss was the bear. He was still hibernating.
Oh yeah,
I went on a little tirade like, why is this so overgrown? Where is this? You can't enjoy this. And then 2 days later, I find out, he's hibernating. He just woke up. So.
Every time I've been to the zoo this year, we've been a couple times so far, and there's just no bears. I'm like, you go over there. Where's the bear?
Where is he?
He's sleeping.
He's in there. Like, is he though?
We'll wake him up.
Wake him up. Like, it's springtime,
right? Yeah.
He hit the snooze button. I think he hit the snooze. So we got to see the owl this time. Last time the birds weren't really out. When we visited. So. Boy I think that's his spirit animal.
Yeah.
So he loves a good owl. So we got to see that. Just all around, just good stuff going on here. The Discovery Center over at the park. Yeah. Oh my word, that's
awesome.
So much for these kids to do. It's wonderful. It's good things for the Topeka.
Yeah. It's on the up and up.
It is. I'll take it.
Yeah. All right. So. Guess we'll jump into the show.
Yeah, let's get to it. Let's chop some stuff up.
So we'll start out with the quick bits section, which is the sports and tech news. But this is a sports episode, so we're going to nix that right off the bat. We're getting to some tech stuff here. I said on the previous episode with Mr. Kelly Ripple, which if you haven't gone and heard or seen that episode yet, please do so. It is fantastic. Google had their I.O., which is their developers conference. And Kelly and I talked a little bit about AI stuff. How familiar you are with. Yeah.
That's coming up.
It's here.
Now, do we know when Judgment Day is yet? Or have they taken over it? Have they got consciousness yet?
Let me ask right now.
Right. Are you conscious, AI?
But so I talked a little bit about the AI stuff, but on the hardware side, there's a Google Pixel Fold, which is a folding cell phone. Regular candy bar, folds out into a tablet size. Not quite this big, but a decent size.
Okay.
I love those concepts. I had a Galaxy Z Fold 3. Same concept. Candy bar like normal, a little bit slimmer than what you feel comfortable with, but once you open it up, I mean, it's like having a tablet in your pocket, which is amazing. And the folding screen, that technology, really, really good. So the Google Pixel Fold has me pretty stoked because I do some photography stuff. And the Google Pixel phone that I have has been fantastic at taking pictures. It's very color accurate. So much goes into Google's processing that you really don't have to do much other than take that picture.
And it just does the rest.
It does a lot for you to make it look better. So
without the practice, you can be a seasoned photographer.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want one of the best camera phones out there, a Google Pixel is your best bet. So one of the drawbacks with the Samsung phone that I had, the cameras just weren't on par. They were decent, but they weren't great. So Google does so much good work with their cameras and those algorithms that they use to make your pictures look better. That's what really had me excited about the Google Pixel Fold, having all that baked into one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that folding phone concept with that fantastic camera. So I'm looking forward to it. The price tag on it, though.
Yeah.
$1,800.
That's a pretty penny.
Could you imagine spending $1,800 on a phone?
Oh my gosh, you've really got to have some use for that.
Yeah.
That needs to come with an air conditioner.
Yeah.
So, in terms of, like, once you take the picture, is there not much editing that would need to go into it? I mean, how intricate can you get with it after that?
You know, Google stuff, they have their own editing tools that you can use. So I like them to Google. I mean, you can take the picture quick, but then when you go to look at the picture, it'll take an extra second because it'll process everything.
Okay.
Trying to make the picture look the best that it can seem.
Yeah.
Using their algorithms. But I mean, yeah, they have their in-house editor, their Google Photos.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually pretty decent. You know, I use Adobe Lightroom to do my editing of photos. It's not up to that level, but then again, Lightroom's a paid product. Like, I pay for that.
Exactly.
So,
okay.
But what Google does in the free department is, I mean,
nice.
it's good stuff.
So still, if you want to say take that picture to the next level, you're still going to want to get some good editing software.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, that's very promising.
Yeah.
That's great to just be able to snap a pic and it look even halfway professional. And I would be in awe of that because I don't have that photographer's eye. I can assure you. We bought a camera and it doesn't take pictures like that. I've made a lot of mistakes with that Canon.
Oh, yeah. Photography is one of those things, man. It's one of the things too that the more pictures you take on, the better you get at it.
Exactly.
But yeah, and the phone concepts, like I said, the folding phone, I love that concept. I love having a tablet in my pocket.
Yes.
So that if I have something I want to show to a lot of people, that way they're not looking at a little, candy bar like this. You can unfold it for a 7.5-inch screen. Just, hey, look at this.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. So
and I always liked my flip phones.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Just made you feel like you were doing some flip.
Yep. Who is this? Click.
Who is this? Nope. Click.
So, but yeah, and there's so much, and like I said, in those phones and just the phone tech in general. I mean, with these screens that, like I said, these ones fold, and yeah, they have the clamshell ones now, that where the screen just folds in half. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Motorola. Someone had a rollable concept, like the screen literally just rolled
like a
out.
Scroll?
Yeah, and then I think it went top to bottom, or so, I can't remember which way it was, but
that's amazing.
Scrolled out, and then when you're like, I'm done with it, push it back in. So, technology, man. Technology.
They give us some great toys.
Yeah,
they give us some great toys.
So much stuff out there, but. You ready to jump into some sports?
Yeah, let's do this.
Into our local sports here.
Yeah, indeed. Let's keep it regional.
So, we're going to start off with the biggest of our news stories here. Kansas Jayhawks.
Hail to old KU.
Whew.
Whoa.
there's a lot of people out. So here's who's out. If anyone out there is still wondering, Ernest Uday has entered the transfer portal. Bobby Pettiford, Zuby, is it Ejiofor, something like that?
Ejiofor.
MJ Rice,
Yeah.
Kyle Cuff, Zach Clements, Cam Martin, and Joseph Yesufu have all entered.
A laundry list of kids leaving.
Yeah. And we talk about this in this transfer portal. It feels like a blessing and a curse sometimes.
It does, yeah.
Like I was talking with Kelly on the last episode, these kids want to look out for themselves.
Yeah.
And I get that.
Absolutely.
I absolutely agree with that. But the same, on the opposite side, it sucks that they're leaving.
It does.
And,
yeah. As a fan, it really hurts to see almost 10 guys just jump ship. And but at the same time, these coaches, they leave for greener pastures all the time, and really no one says boo.
Yeah.
So I get that. I do get that, but at the same time, it's just, if you just stuck around and just fought through it. I mean, maybe you would get that playing time. Maybe you would beat out that 5-star recruit, that 4-star recruit.
Yeah.
And you muscle through that. The reins are yours. Now you're really part of history. But some of these kids, they do need to get their playing time any way they can, and if that means going to another school, then they should have our blessing without too much hate thrown at them. But it does hurt sometimes when one day you see 2 gone, the next day you see another, and then it's like, oh my God, what is happening in Lawrence right now?
Yeah.
But then you get someone like Hunter Dixon and
Arterio
makes
Morris,
it a little bit better.
Like,
oh, okay, so we're still making some moves here.
Right. And Uday, I think they said he was gonna take a look over at K-State.
That one, I don't know. That hurts. That hurts. He mixed the red and blue and just went over there. Hopefully he can land somewhere else. But we've nabbed a couple of kids from Big 12 schools now, so it's kind of a return serve. Yeah. So it's that transfer portal. It has changed the face of the game, really. Yeah. And in just a matter of a couple of seasons, it really has. But that man Bill Self, he sure knows what he's doing in that portal.
Yeah, he does.
He's capitalized, if you will.
So the transfers that KU got in. So starting off with the big one, Hunter Dickinson from the University of Michigan averaged 18 points and 9 rebounds a game last season.
Not a joke. No joke.
7'1" center. So
looking to develop a three-point game as well to get a little more interest from the boys in the NBA. So I get that. So
and that's one of the aspects of basketball that's really changed. Is,
it has.
Those bigs now stretching out to the 3-point line.
And then when you have one like Embiid who can basically play point at 7 foot, that's insane.
Right. Yeah. So Hunter Dickinson's top one. So we also got Arterio Morris from Texas.
Yeah.
Averaged about
point guard.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 points a game for them. A little bit of legal trouble on him.
Yeah.
I was talking on the previous episode with my brother. He's in a change of scenery might do him some good.
Right.
So that's what we can hope for with him.
And I remember, it must have been one of Self's first years when Giddens, he got into a little trouble in Lawrence.
Yeah.
And I think he ended up going to maybe New Mexico State.
Yes. Yeah.
He transferred out, and I can't say I honestly followed him after that. But,
right.
Hopefully he was able to kind of straighten out.
I think he did pretty decent.
I think he did. So we can hope for the same, and maybe a change of scenery is exactly what the guy needed.
Yeah. I mean, he was a 4 or 5-star recruit.
Yeah, he was one of the top point guards in the nation.
Yeah. And then we got Nicholas Timberlake from Towson.
Towson kid.
17 points a game.
Yes.
41% from the 3-point line.
That is absurd. That is absurd. Someone needs to get a hand in that kid's face, but not anymore.
Nope.
Not anymore.
Nope.
Let's
shoot.
get that up to about 46.
Let him shoot, yeah.
Let him shoot that ball. Give him the green light.
And then the last of the transfers that we've seen is the Parker Brown, or Braun, however you want to say
Potato,
the last
potato.
name.
Except to the family.
Yeah. So, yeah, and he averaged about 7.5 or so. So,
I think he's going to provide some good spells.
he's got some decent height. He's 6'10".
6'10". Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got some genes in that family.
Yeah, and this is the older brother of Christian.
Right, yeah.
So,
And now
yeah.
he's older. Is he going to be coming in as a junior or a senior?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to say it said junior, but see, I don't understand. I know everyone gained a year of eligibility because of the COVID year.
year.
But I don't know how that works anymore.
Yeah,
college basketball is just so wild right now.
It has been. It has been.
I don't know what happens half the time. So, and you know this more than me, is the recruits that are coming in.
Yeah.
You know them. Do you want to tell everyone a little bit about
Let's see
what's cooking there?
So we've got that 5-star point guard. What is his name? Elmarca Jackson. Jackson. That should be a good addition. Could provide some good spells for what's his name, for Morris.
Mm-hmm.
I think he should develop well. We've got Chris Johnson coming in. He's kind of a combo guard, which we know Self likes to utilize them. He is gonna. I have full confidence he's gonna pull every ounce of potential out of that kid.
Good deal.
How about Jamari McDowell, 4-star shooting guard? I mean, you never have too many shooters.
Oh yeah,
you can never have too many shooters. So let's keep that ball rolling. And then of course we got the big one that I really liked and want to see come in is this Marcus Jackson kid. I think he is. Yeah. I think he's going to provide a nice little spark for our team, and really, there's no reason why we shouldn't feel pretty confident about our season.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
it's going to be a very, very different team.
It will be. It's just a night and day difference from one year to the next. Still haven't heard if McCullers coming back. I can't imagine he is, but
I was watching him in some of the draft scouting combine over there, and he didn't look too bad.
No.
So,
and Grady, oh my gosh, if you took a look at him, that kid's not missing anything right now. I think he might have made the right choice. That kid's going to get paid.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
That's going to be.
I can't wait. So
no, bring October on, bring November on. Let's get this ball rolling.
There was a last part of the KU topic here. A couple worries about Coach Self's health.
Yeah.
But he's had some heart
procedure.
Surgery. Yeah,
at the end of the year.
Yeah.
It didn't seem to really affect their play too much. Those kids really, I think they bound together and played hard for Coach Roberts, and
yeah, they did.
I think that showed a lot of what they were all about, really, because that's a big piece to not have stock in the sidelines without Self, and
right.
I think they responded about as well as a group of 18 to 24-year-olds can do.
Yeah. So we wish
him
Coach,
the best of luck.
Yeah, speedy recovery.
Yeah.
And it sounds like he's already on the mend. So
yeah, I think he's been out on the recruiting trail since then. So let's see if he's got a little fire in him.
Yeah,
maybe he'll tear his shirt off next year.
Hulk Hogan style. If they don't do that at late night this year, I'm going to be so disappointed.
Exactly. They need to have a little fun with that.
All right, so let's shift off to our Kansas City Chiefs. Super Bowl champions. Defending. Yeah.
Yes.
So this coming season, we have, as it sits right now, We have 2 Monday Night Football games.
That's Jets and Patriots?
I could have swore. Let me look here. I got a cheat sheet.
I think it is Jets, actually.
I think it's Philly.
Philly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a
Philly,
Super Bowl
that's right,
rematch.
The rematch. That's right.
Yeah. On
that's
November
right.
20th. Super Bowl rematch. And then, so there's also another Monday game, which is a Christmas Day game.
Yes.
This year.
The old rival.
How awesome is that?
Oh, that's my day's set.
Yeah.
My day's set.
One of these days, man, I want them to have a Thanksgiving game.
Yes.
One of these years.
Why do they not get that? It would be so fun to see those Chiefs play. Come on.
Because that's all eyes on them.
It would be.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a standalone game.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be so fun.
Yeah.
Just sitting around with some turkey in our mouths there.
Patrick Mahomes putting up 400 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Exactly.
So,
that's a good way to spend a Thanksgiving.
But like I said, it's a Christmas one. So
I'll take the present.
We'll
I'll take the present.
Definitely take it.
Yeah.
So, and then the other amazing game that they get to play the Miami Dolphins, Tyreek Hill's team, over in Germany.
Yeah.
Get a
little travel.
Yeah. I bet
they need to see the world. They don't get enough opportunity during the season
And there's a lot of Chiefs fans overseas. I've seen it.
They travel well, do they?
I've seen it.
You've seen
I've seen it on the Twitters. I've seen it on the Twitters. But there's a lot of Chiefs fans overseas, which is good.
Yeah.
Having those American football clubs.
Yeah.
Having some fans over there is really good.
Now, this is the first season where teams are going to Germany, right? Or is this the second? Have they been doing it for a while?
Last year weren't they in London?
I thought they were in London last year. Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. I know it's just part of their international series.
Right. Yeah, trying to get the world brand going.
Was it last year they also had one in Mexico? Or was that the year before?
That might have been the year
recently.
Yeah, it's been recent. Very, very recent.
Yeah. So I like it.
Yeah, I like the traveling. It gets that brand out, gets the product out to more faces, more viewers. Draws up excitement for it. It's a great league, so I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't be putting its footprint overseas.
I'm wondering if maybe one of these years that other countries get developed in the American football, not the soccer.
Yeah.
Football everywhere else is soccer, but
right.
Americanized football with other countries.
I think that would be great.
I think it'd be pretty cool.
I think that would be a lot of fun.
Kind of like how the NBA or like how basketball is set up. Yeah. There's all these other leagues across the world, and the Olympics.
The Olympics, you got that. There's a great league out in China, Japan. Asia has a good foothold of basketball. There's no reason why they can't.
Yeah.
Why the NFL can't spread those tentacles as well.
Yeah.
There's got to be a market for it. I mean, it's an exciting sport. It's hard hitting. It's like 10 seconds of just massive action all at once, and then a little bit of break. But it's a power packed product, and the NFL has done a lot to really keep it modern, keep the interest up, and I think it's great. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that, but. The Chiefs' schedule, otherwise, I mean, it's not too bad. There'll be some tough games there.
There will be. And they do have their, yearly slip-ups here and there. But, I mean, with Andy Reid at the helm and you got Mahomes back there behind center, there's no reason why they shouldn't at least be fighting for that Lamar Hunt trophy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the Chargers are going to be good. So talking division-wise, I think the Chargers will be pretty good. Oakland, I don't know.
Vegas.
I'm sorry. The Raiders.
The Raiders. They're probably going back to Oakland as soon as the baseball team gets over to Vegas.
Yes, the Raiders.
They like to hop around.
Yeah, they've been everywhere, man.
And yet they
they'll
keep
still
a brand.
they'll always be the Oakland Raiders.
They will, it's true. And they never lose fans.
No.
They have a rabid fan system there, and it's insane.
Yeah.
They hop around so much, but it's like the Anaheim Angels. Where are you? California and LA?
Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm very curious to see how the Broncos will do with the new coach.
Yes. Sean Payton. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'd like to see him and Russell Wilson in tandem.
old Russ.
Yeah. He took a hit last year or two.
I felt so bad for that guy.
Oh man.
They came in with such high expectations.
They did.
And they laid an egg.
An absolute,
laid
a season-long egg. It was fun and torturous to watch at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't mind seeing those Broncos lose.
Yeah,
but.
yeah. From a Chiefs fan perspective, yes, seeing them lose, great. But then for a football side, you're like, come on, guys, you're making the rest of the AFC West look bad when you're sucking like that.
Yeah.
So
it almost takes what the Chiefs do down a notch.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on now.
It does. Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, I think the AFC West will be improved.
Yeah,
next season. I think the Chiefs, as it sits now, I think the Chiefs will make the playoffs. I think the Chargers are going to make the playoffs.
I'd like to see them in the playoffs. They're not a bad organization.
Yeah, Justin Herbert's a fantastic quarterback.
Yeah, he is.
He's amazing. Really good quarterback. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. And I don't know what's a early prediction for the Chiefs' final record. So let's see, they're going to play 17 games.
Yeah,
so
17 games on me.
You know what? They're going to have a couple losses. That Buffalo game is going to be tough, of course. Then they play Old Cincy in what they like to call Burrowhead. Wow. Which is Travis Kelce said something different. So.
He did. He had a choice word or two for that in retaliation. Well, 14-3 last year. You can't go under 12 really with just the team is just they seem just as loaded as ever.
Yeah.
They seem like they're ready to go. Mahomes is never going to lose focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as long as he's got someone like Kelce to throw to, I think the wide receivers can pretty much go by committee almost, and they're almost certain for 10 wins, I would think. But I'd almost be surprised if they don't win that division again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I think they'll get at least 11 to 12 wins.
I think that's
pretty fair.
Yeah, that's entirely reasonable. So, absolutely.
Okay, that is going to segue us to Chuck's Trivia.
What do we got here?
So we're going to stick with the Chiefs.
Love the sound effects.
Yeah. I'll probably edit it out with something else later. So, but
that's what post is for.
Yeah. So this is an easy one actually, because I had a hard one dialed up, but I couldn't remember what it was, and I didn't put it in my notes. So this is gonna be an easy one. So for everyone at home who plays along, here we go. And you don't have to answer this right now. Right. So we'll get to the other topics, and then we'll kind of go from there.
All right. I'll try not to look it up.
Yeah.
I'll try not to look it up. My hands are above board.
So, what was the original name of the Kansas City Chiefs? So they came from somewhere.
They did.
And what was that location and name? So I'll let you stew on that as we jump into topic number 3.
Right.
Well, this one ain't going to take very long.
Oh, this will be quick.
This is on our Kansas City Royals, who, as of recording of this podcast, sit with a record of 14-31.
And they have won their 5 of their last 10.
Yeah. And as it sits, only the Oakland Athletics have a worse record. So,
oh my gosh.
Here's my thing with the Royals is they get rid of too many of their good players.
Yes.
and they just want to develop.
Yeah, and they have an amazing farm
They
system.
they do. They have a great farm league team, but sometimes it takes time.
Right.
And I think from where we were in the mid 2010s when we were doing such a great job, had a great record, and won our World Series and back-to-back World Series, and but at that point when you're winning, players want to get paid a little more money.
Yeah, they do.
So that's one of the reasons that we couldn't keep them around.
Just doesn't seem to be as big in KC.
Yeah.
And that's a shame because we shouldn't have to go 15 to 30 years in between World Series runs.
This is true.
Oh my gosh. That's why I'm a Cardinals fan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to get on my little soapbox here.
Yeah.
I mean, they rarely miss the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They're almost always in contention for the division.
Yeah.
Yep. They've got a seemingly vested interest from the ownership to keep players there, develop them, and keep them.
Yeah.
They did let Albert Pujols go, but that was a $250 million. That
was a lot of money.
That was a lot of money.
A lot of money.
They got his 10 best years. They did. He got an MVP, he got a World Series ring. And then just one of the best stadiums in all of baseball. A couple of years ago, we got to go down there and spend some time with our friend David Charles and see a game there. It was a Cardinals Marlins game right before Stanton went to the Yankees.
Okay.
When he was still with Florida.
Yeah. Nice.
That was actually a down year for St. Louis that year. They did win that game, but I did get to see a blast from Stanton, and he just crushed that ball. I'm surprised any hide was left on that thing. He crushed it. It's just such a. Plus, I've historically been a National League guy, but now that they both do the DH, it really doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't matter. But it's just been a lot easier to be a St. Louis fan for me.
Yeah. There's some good. I like Bobby Witt Jr.
Yes.
I think he's really good on defense.
Yep.
His offense, I mean, he's not bad. He'll get some RBIs here and there, get a couple homers, and he's not bad. I think he's our best player right now.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'd agree with that.
Salvi's still around.
He is, and he's a mainstay. He's a solid foundation.
Yeah.
He is.
So I think he's actually leading the team in batting average right now and home runs.
Doesn't surprise me.
So that's Salvi being Salvi.
Yep.
Old reliable.
He is.
So
he's just old faithful.
Yeah.
Just old faithful. Never have to worry about that man.
And
he's fun to watch.
He is. He's a lot of fun.
And they are such a great organization. They've been around forever. They've had so many good players go through there. You got Brett, Willie Wilson, you know, Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson,
out loud. Oh my Lord! There's no reason why this team cannot be competing for the division at least the division.
Yeah.
And it just hurts.
Yeah,
it hurts so much to see them scraping the bottom of the barrel. And then they let their Hosmers go. They let their Canes go. It's like, come on, let's just keep them around. Pay them a little bit. Just try and match Washington. Try and match San Diego. Let's get them here. Let's keep them here.
Mahomes needs to dig into his pocketbook.
He does. Yeah. Like,
give him a little more money there, Patrick. Come on, man.
Slide a little over. Just maybe under the table. Just throw a few dollars our way. It's just right across the street.
Right? Yeah, it's right there. So.
Same parking lot.
Yeah. There's been the talk about moving stadiums. I don't know if you've heard.
I've heard a little bit about that downtown stadium.
Yeah, so that's where the Royals would be
that.
Downtown. And the Chiefs, I keep hearing lots of different stuff.
Yeah.
Some people say, still in Missouri. Other people say they're going to come to the Kansas side.
Oh, I have not heard that. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't say no.
Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows indeed.
Who knows, man? What's going to happen? But
we can hope for better days. Let's get them out of the basement, though.
Yeah. Come on, Royals, pick it up. Let's go.
You've got the perfect example right across the street of what to do. It's a different sport, but they are crushing it right now.
It almost goes in those waves because,
it does.
The Royals were good for 2 years.
They were, yeah.
And the Chiefs were, Chiefs have been good for a couple years now.
They had their stretch in the late 80s, early 90s, through the 90s, really, where they did struggle to truly compete.
Oh, yeah.
And they had some great names rolling through there.
Oh, yeah.
So it's amazing, and it's wonderful to see that organization doing well. And it's a highly respected family that owns the organization. So it's good to see them have success.
Yeah, absolutely. And I apologize that, and this is on me. As far as the sports goes, we have another team, Sporting KC.
That's right.
I like watching those games live.
Yes.
They're a lot of fun to go to the park or go to their stadium and watch.
Yeah.
They're really
it's
amazing.
A cool pitch.
It is.
Yeah, I love that stadium. It's really fun.
But
I've only been to one game there. A friend of mine a few years back invited me up, and we went, and that was actually my first professional Major League Soccer event to see. And oh my gosh, just the excitement, the entire time. And,
yeah, man, it's
it's just unbelievable.
Yeah,
and that stadium was filled to the brim. Just the chanting, the cheering, just the excitement when there's that push towards the goal, and it was a lot of fun. It opened my eye to the sport a lot more than I had been. So I still try and keep an eye on it.
I like I said, this is on me, that I don't follow them as closely as what I used to. They were competing for a little while back there.
Even won, I believe.
Yeah. I think they did.
I think in A17?
I can't remember.
I can't remember the year. I got it.
Been a couple years back.
Google's my friend.
Yeah. But so I'm going to make it a point to watch more Sporting KC. I think that's what I'm moving forward. I'm going to
2013.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
that sounds about right. So, I'm going to watch some more.
Yeah, we need to incorporate them.
Yeah.
They're
great.
They're bringing a lot of revenue to the area, and that's nothing to balk at. And they've got a lot of passion from their fans. The players seem to love playing there.
Yeah.
So let's see what we can do to keep them happy there.
Yeah. So we're over our time limit on for this room that we have booked.
All right.
So if they kick us out,
that is
why we'll have a pause. But I think we're okay. So we're going to move off from the sports, even though this was a sports show. Kind of tangent, maybe.
It's an attempted try at sports talk.
So, one of the things that Eric and I have first ever talked about when we met each other years and years ago was Batman.
Yeah, a lot of Batman.
And we used to do Batman voices.
Almost exclusively.
Almost
exclusively.
When we would have conversations, it would go like this.
Through text.
So
shameful.
So in all these Batmans, there's been so many iterations of Batman now. Michael Keaton, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, now Edward Pattinson. Robert. Yeah. Sorry. See, he knows Batman.
I know.
He knows the new ones.
I know my Batman.
All I know is, you know who the original Adam West
is the best. West is the best.
So out of all those Batmans, who has been your favorite Batman so far?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stick with Adam West.
Yeah?
On this one. Yeah, I grew up watching the television show. Well, obviously reruns, but grew up watching that. Batman the movie with Adam West and Burt Ward. Cesar Romero as the Joker.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yep.
So yeah, I always liked Adam West. He had he had the intensity of William Shatner in Star Trek without the pauses.
Yeah.
But my son Loic actually is in love with Batman.
Yeah.
Yes, and he will do nothing but watch the old Adam West Batman. We have the whole series.
Yeah.
That was a gift from my parents a few years back. So he's watched every episode at least twice.
Nice.
Now my daughter, one of her first words was Batman.
Oh, jeez.
That's my fault.
Yeah.
She as soon as we start playing the movie, the old Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Fanfare comes up, and as soon as she hears that, she's Batman.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go with Adam West on that
Yeah.
one. If you would have asked me a few years ago, it probably would have been Bale or Keaton. Though. Yeah, because I remember going to the theaters and seeing the Michael Keaton Batman with Jack Nicholson, and that was so much fun. And it actually pays homage to the original, like when he goes into the art museum to meet Vicky Vale. He throws the paint on onto the paintings. It does that splat kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, those two are probably Adam West, a very close Keaton, and then a even closer Bale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's tough.
It is.
You know, I liked Bale.
Yeah. It was fun.
Just because
he was a perfect Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
He was a perfect Bruce Wayne.
And I mean, just, some of that supporting cast, with Heath Ledger as Joker in The Dark Knight.
Could not take my eyes off him every time he was on screen. Just couldn't.
Yeah.
That was a masterful performance.
Yes. Just
really
fantastic. Really sad that he's no longer with us anymore.
Yes.
So
I think he got a posthumous Academy Award. I believe he won for his performance as Joker, and he had already passed at that point. But well deserved. That man just was the Joker.
Yeah. Best one I've seen.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was.
But yeah, like I said, Bale is probably. I really couldn't get behind Affleck.
I didn't believe he was a superhero.
He didn't do. And I don't know if it's just because he's casting these roles. It kind of goes back to the Daredevil thing.
Yes.
I wasn't a fan of him in Daredevil either.
I didn't get it.
So
no.
Ben, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Ben.
But
you're down there.
Superheroes are just not your thing.
You're not a superhero.
I mean, he's got J-Lo, so I mean,
he's fine.
What
He's
else
doing all right. Yeah, he's doing all right.
So
I'm sure he doesn't worry about our humble opinions.
He's not going to watch this podcast until, well, maybe he will. Then he'll tweet me.
Yeah, maybe he will. Just tag him,
right? Yeah. So the last topic here, we're going to go to a new segment. Guest choice.
Ooh.
So I'm going to throw this over to you.
All right.
Whatever topic you want to talk about, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I'm just going to do a little quick comparison of the two capital cities, Topeka and Salem.
Yeah.
So and really I think I'll just focus on the library situation, because right now I'm staying at home with the kids, raising them, saving on daycare.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of library runs. And the fact is, Topeka has a superior public library system from top to bottom. Starting with this wonderful facility right here. This is amazing.
This is pretty cool.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
They do have media rooms. They have study rooms at the Salem Library, but it's a very outdated building. I don't think they've done any true renovations since probably mid-90s, late 90s.
Oh wow.
They really need to step up their game. Upon coming back here this last couple of weeks, we found out that the Topeka Public Library has a preschool school bus that on Tuesdays and Wednesdays it's down at two different locations.
Mm-hmm.
But you walk in, and there's sections for the little kids to play with some toys,
Mm-hmm.
some books to read. You can do some math stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They have art projects you can do.
Yep.
And then they have a little story time. And then we went to the story time here today, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And it was a night and day difference. It's highly organized.
Yeah.
The reader was well engaged with the kids and just connects with them immediately. He's a kid whisperer. I mean, because these kids would start getting wild and crazy, and he'd just simply say, "Okay, we're going to shift over here. Let's sit down, and we're going to continue reading." And they just, bloop, let's do this. So I mean, they've got great staff here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's funny because Salem has they have 40 to 50,000 more citizens,
Mm-hmm.
and probably a third of the resources. And it's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
It really is, because they really could have a great program there. They could have something like the preschool program.
Mm-hmm.
They do have story times, like I said, but it just, there's something about the library system here that is wonderful.
Yeah.
Just amazing. And they give you access to the zoo, they give you access to the Discovery Center, and
Yeah.
they just don't have that kind of cooperation at the Salem Library. And
Mm-hmm.
I would hope to see that turn around soon, because they've got some good resources here. So.
Yeah. This library has been, on the up and up, and it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
Of what all they've done. Yeah. Just with not, this level 2 tech center that we're in, all the new computers and this audio equipment. There's a video room, 3D printers.
That just blows my mind that there's a 3D printer here. I got to get
Cricut,
in on that.
Yeah, the Cricut and Cricut, however
Cricut,
you want to
Cricut.
say it. Yeah, so
All you haters out there, just tell me I'm saying it wrong.
so yeah, it's fantastic. And I know I've said this on earlier shows, but yeah, if you haven't been to the Topeka and Shawnee County Public Library in a while, you need to come visit
Get out
it.
here.
Yeah.
Get out here.
It's amazing. There's plenty.
Get your library card.
Yeah, plenty for the kids to do.
There is.
Plenty for the adults to do. They have so many meeting rooms. And there's a lot of people that rent the meeting rooms just to have play board games and stuff like that.
That's great.
Downstairs, when I was taking course, you have to take a one-time class to take this to work like the audio and
utilize the
video
room.
rooms. Yeah, so you know what's happening. But I also went on a little tour.
Pardon.
And there are all these meeting rooms, and I peek in, and there's guys playing D&D, and I'm like, okay,
That's great.
yeah,
That's great.
It's amazing. There's so many resources here.
Yes.
I think,
Just highly accessible
Yeah.
resources. It's wonderful.
and I think that everything's pretty much free.
Yeah.
So
And that's great.
yeah,
And a lot of it could be my familiarity with Topeka already. We were born and raised here.
Right.
And we've only been gone for about 5 years, but you come back and you see a library system like this compared to what you're taking your kids to in another capital city.
yeah,
And it's just amazing. I can't give this place enough credit.
Yeah.
So that's my soapbox.
yeah. So as Eric gets off his soapbox,
Yes. Let's wash that off.
excuse me. Okay, so let's get into this trivia answer. So, like I said, it's an easier one, I think, in my opinion.
My dad's
So-
knowledge, I think, helped me out with this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know it. I
So-
did not look it up.
Yeah. So, everyone playing at home, what was the original name of the Kansas City Chiefs?
Was it the Dallas Texans?
It was the Dallas Texans.
Boom. Nailed it.
Got it. So, I think you're the first one.
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah. I think you're the first one to fully answer Chuck's trivia.
Nice.
So,
I'll take it.
I've had a couple that were
I'm going to ride that
close.
wave.
Yeah.
I'm going to ride that wave.
So, yeah, I can't remember. There's been a couple trivia. I can't remember them all. Actually, I think my brother answered it right too. So
That's what recordings are for.
Yeah.
So you just go back.
Yeah, maybe one of these days.
Don't need to remember anything.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that is gonna wrap up this episode. And so yeah, we got a couple quick ones for season 2 to start. So this will be the second one uploaded, and
Nice.
yeah, season 2. I've got a lot of people. Like I said before, I posted a video. I've got a lot of people on tap for season 2.
Yeah, I think you might have been talking a little briefly to my wife about possibly doing something on healthcare.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great.
So,
she'd love to wax intellectual on that for a little bit. Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot cooking.
I like it.
And so,
well, Chuck, thanks for having me on here. This has been fun.
It's great
Nice
to have you in person,
not remotely. This
not
is
through
great.
Zoom. Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, like
this has been fun.
Again, this library is such a great resource.
Superior in just almost every way. It is a great library.
Yeah.
It really is. So thank you, Topeka Public Library.
There you go. There you go. So, all right. Well, thank you to everyone who's tuned in to this episode. Just a reminder that we are on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. So you can find us at any of those.
Listen and subscribe.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Tell your mama. Tell whoever you want. Say, come listen to Chuck's Potpourri.
Get that word out.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for listening and watching us. And we will catch you in the next episode. See ya.